Good afternoon, everyone. And we are from Group 2. So, the airline we have chosen is Malaysian Airlines and also the Air Asia, which origin from Malaysia. So, there are 5 group members in our team. So, I'm Hari Krishnan. I'm automatic number from BAM 2109507. So, let's move to the next slide. Next slide, please. No, the previous slide. Okay, right. So now I'm going to talk about the need for ancillary industry. So before that, we all know what is ancillary revenue in aviation. It is a revenues for aviation airlines, which is from non-ticket source. So like the airlines gaining their profit from non-ticket price, such as the baggage fees and onboard food and services. So this is why the airlines are competing between themselves to gain more profit. So now the need for ancillary revenues in airline industry. So um, what is the need? Why airlines offering the ancillary services to their passengers? Of course, we all know what is ancillary services and how it plays vital role in aviation industry. But why they are competing themselves? What are the benefits for the airlines by providing the ancillary services? So that's I'm going to explain in next slide. Move to next slide, Kavi. So there are major 3 benefits has been gained by every airlines by providing ancillary services to their customers. So first is they, yeah. So the first is by providing the ancillary services, the airlines manage to attract more passengers, millions of passengers around the world. So obviously the airline will gain their revenues and profits. When airlines, sorry, when the airline will get their revenues and profits, so the airlines are trying to promote the third parties product in their airlines. And this is how the airlines boost their revenues and profits from the airline. And the second point is they might attract millions of people and make them to travel on their flight. This is where the profits comes along with the satisfaction. Majority of people prefers to buy a la carte items instead of buying it in package. So it is where the bundle and unbundling packages comes in. So the airlines are attracting and impressing tons of people and it helps them to increase their profit and would be great marketing technique when the airlines call the passengers interest. So when they promote the a la carte products, the passengers will more attract and it is impressive. So the people might manage to travel on the flight. And the last and important thing, this kind of services and passenger traffic will make shareholders and investors to invest in the business. So because we all know that the shareholders and the third parties will definitely invest in the biggest business in this world. So for example, if let's we talk about the football is the most famous sports in the world. So most of the biggest companies are investing in the football team and in football players just to make their product famous and make their brand famous in the world. So it is a way to it is way to attract more people and they will buy their product. So this is the same way they following in the airline industry. So when the airline, for example, Air Asia, giving the best services to attract people, and the many people will started to fly in the airline just to get their just to get their services and benefits. So this is the biggest strength of the airlines to attract also the shareholders and investors. And also the third parties use the aviation industry as a marketplace for their business, and this also helps the airline to gain more profit and their standards increase their standards and quality of services. So now I like to move to Dinesh to explain about the next point.
Okay, hi, I'm Dinesh. Okay, polymetric card 2109505. And then, okay, this is my slide, right? Okay, I'm going to talk about the role of ancillary revenue in aviation industry. Okay, the role of ancillary revenue is mainly about the generate profit to the airline industry. It is a source of income to all airline industry to generate their profit. And also by providing varieties of add-on packages so the airlines generate their profits. Yeah, yeah. So moreover, it also ancillary revenue also helps to attract more passengers to their airline. Example like by providing low ticket fare, also offering attractive services to the passenger who going to travel in their airline. So it will like make their passenger like happy. So they will constantly use like fly with their airline. So this is like one of the role of ancillary revenue in aviation industry. So moving to the next slide. Okay, yeah. So moving to the next slide. Okay. So here is the statistic of ancillary revenue from 2011 till 2020, which is last year. Okay, according to the graph, we can see here, starting from 2011 until 2019, the ancillary revenue statistic graph is going up, which is increasing, which means it is a good, it is a positive profit to the airline companies. They are they are generating by using ancillary revenue. And also we can see here, uh, compared to 2020 and 2019, the drop of the graph is 50%, which is due to the pandemic situation. Like most of the people like does not use the airlines, like they didn't fly anywhere. So that's one of the reason the graph is dropped. So that means we can know there like the how important role ancillary revenue plays in the aviation industry. Okay. Also like the ancillary revenue airline excuse okay, with ancillary revenue airline gain more profit and higher profit compared to their main source of main source of income. So moving to my next slide. Okay, the ancillary revenue in Asia and MAS, okay, which is our airline that we chosen. Okay, so for example, let's see the comparison between Asia and MAS. Okay, so the Air Asia is, as we all know, Air Asia is a low-cost airline in Malaysia. Their major source of profit generated by non-ticket sources, which is by using ancillary revenue. Okay, for example, baggage fee, onboard food, and other services that they provide, but that they given to the customer that they are traveling using their airline. Okay, so moreover, MAS is the full cost airline, which is like national carrier of Malaysia. Okay, they are totally different between Asia, okay, because they include all services in the ticket fare, which is like which I explained in the for Asia, which is like package fee, onboard food, all include in MAS. So it also include the price also include with the ticket price. So yeah, that's all. Moving to the next slide. Next person, Tashini.
So the full service carrier that we have choose is Malaysia Airlines. So people outside there might maybe wondering, for the FSC, everything is included in the ticket price. But then nowadays, airlines are focusing on more ancillary, where this can offer cheaper ticket price. At the same time, by charging passengers based on the ancillary, airlines can gain more revenue. So for the Malaysia Airlines is one of the example. why they are focusing on the ancillary. So Malaysia Airlines is working with embedded anytime merchandising, which is one of the platform or known as advisor to giving guidance how to sell their product or even promotion and advertising. Like what Supia said, with embedded anytime merchandising, Malaysia Airlines was able to deploy different merchandising techniques from promotion and advertising to communication, and combined with the analytics tools to enhance our ancillary offering, gain full control of our offer, and increase ancillary revenue by 90% 2 months after implementing the solution. So, mean to say that by using this platform, Malaysia Airlines can gain more revenue. So, based on my research, Malaysia Airlines are using a la carte and commission-based ancillary option, which offer to passengers. So, I will be explaining and giving example on the option of ancillary available to passenger. So the first one will be seat selection. So passenger can choose their preferable seat, which some passenger might preferring window seat or even aisle seats. So the next one will be travel insurance, which known as MH insured. So this travel insurance, Malaysia Airlines is working with Etika Insurance, which is this is one of the commission-based product from Malaysia Airlines. So by selling the travel insurance, Malaysia Airlines can gain profit. Can gain revenue based on the insurance that Malaysia Airlines has sold. So the third one will be MH upgrade. So some of the passengers can add on a bit or even pay more in order to upgrading from economy class to business class. So the fourth one is by MH Connect, which is Wi-Fi and mobile roaming services. So some of the passengers while they are on board, they need to text with their families or friends, so they can purchase this Wi-Fi and mobile roaming services. So the fifth one will be lounges access, which economy class passenger they can purchase to enter the lounges for economy class passenger. So lastly, for the extra baggage, so passengers need to pay if exceed the total free baggage. So for this, based on the Malaysia Airlines TNC, 23 kg is for economy class passengers and 32 kg is for business class passengers. So what I can conclude here is Malaysia Airlines currently they are vacating from the original business model whereby they are giving cheaper ticket price by separating the ancillary products towards the passengers. So like what Malaysia Airlines did is there's a ticket price for MH Lite, which Malaysia Airlines are separating the free baggage for the passengers. So if the passenger is no need the check-in baggage, so they can purchase the MH Lite option, which this is cheaper comparing with the normal ticket price. So that's all from me. I will pass to Tashini.
Hi, my name is Darshini. So now I'm going to present about the low-cost carrier, which is our group choose AirAsia. So I'm going to present about what AirAsia, what are the ancillary revenue options that have been provided to their guests or their customers by AirAsia. So according to my research, that AirAsia providing all four options. So I'm going to explain to you one by one in the next slide. So the first one is digital platform. We all know that AirAsia have their own website, which is airasia.com, whereby they have a lot of various type of services inside this airasia.com. They have fintech, which is cashless program. They have e-hailing, and then now they also have a program which is called as Our Shop. So this is recently added to AirAsia, which is just launched in few years back. So they're actually providing spices from Sarawak, they're providing instant biryani from my chef, and rattan handbags from Bali. So all these items sold can be picked up in flight, or you can keep picked up in the airport, or as convenient as the guest wanted, they want to deliver to the home. Yes, they do. So this is the digital platform. Next, I'm going to talk about the in-flight meals and entertainment. So starting off 2019, AirAsia has come up with a specific menu for the destination. So they love to emphasize on Asian products. They like to emphasize on Asian cuisine. So they also pack attractively for the guests for them to bring them back for the souvenirs. They also have their own coffee beans brewed, and I'm really going to mention about this for AirAsia. They very popular with their santan and Pak Nasi Lemak. So according to in 2018, the revenue that gained from santan, they increased from 17% per year, which is 199 million to 232 million. So that's how much ancillary revenue they're gaining for in-flight meals and entertainment. So for entertainment purpose, I would say the brand is Rocky brand. So they have entertainment, and then they also providing a free 6 months free for the all-star members for AirAsia. So next is social media. We all know that AirAsia is very popular. Then you can find AirAsia everywhere. You can find in website, you can find in Facebook, you can find in Instagram. So how they gaining is like how they gaining profit from that is like they rewarding the guests who stay connected in social media. Like they provide competition. So from the competition, they provide better deals. They provide attractive gifts for the guests. So one time, how they gained the 7.2% followers basically in 2015. So they were celebrating the 10th anniversary of as AirAsia is the best low-cost airline, which is awarded by the Skytrack. So they were having a live session, which is hashtag Beyond Low Fest session. They also included some public figures such as Tan Sri, the founder of AirAsia, Tan Sri Tony Fernandez, as well as the Miss Universe 2015. So in that way, people they gained 7.2% followers right after the live session. So this is how when they get engaged, they gain more followers, they gain more attraction. Next is digital and data. So digital and data is basically now AirAsia is converting the entire organization into data-driven and integrated organization, right? So they come up with a new, which is called a real-time reporting dashboard. So what this real-time reporting dashboard do is, for example, in the aircraft, so they found that there's more infant than the usual number. So when the data in the dashboard, when they, they update the data in the dashboard, so the crew members will know, so they will be prepared for extra equipment, for extra accessory for the young travelers. So in that way, they are able to manage their flight delays when they reduce the flight delays. So that is one way how they increasing their revenues. Next is adjacency businesses. So adjacency businesses basically commission based, where they partnership with another expertise such as big loyalty and BD. So big loyalty is basically the frequent flyer. It's like traditional frequent flyer program, but now AirAsia has turned the name into freedom flyer program, whereby they're rewarding its guests according to how often they fly, as well as how much they spend the money on the flight. So the guests will get closer to high membership status by affording them big points for the previous. So VD is basically the tourism travel. So basically another the partnership with another travel agency. So when they come up with an air ticket, they can they have a specific promotions for better deals for the guests. So this is one type of attraction for the passengers. Next is insurance. So when you buy an air ticket, we need any insurance, right? So for AirAsia Travel Protection, they have their own insurance which is called as Tune Protect. So for this brand travel protection, it grew to 6% year on year with almost 5.5 million guests are taking up total gross with premium 128 million in 2018. So this data is given by AirAsia itself. So next is launches. AirAsia premium lounges. So basically, we all think that business travelers only can go for premium lounges, but AirAsia they're providing this with affordable price. With anyone can go and relax, and walking is also available with a low fee of 85 ringgit per guest. I think it's affordable for normal leisure travelers as well as the business travelers. The next is extra baggage allowance. Extra bag allowance every airlines they doing, but extra bag allowance for AirAsia is the biggest ancillary revenue contributor for they because they earned no less than 1.48 billion. So that actually making up to 48% of total ancillary revenue that gained by AirAsia. So it covers almost half of the AirAsia's cost ancillary revenue. I mean what the ancillary revenue they're getting from the extra bag allowance only. Next is AirAsia Ride. So AirAsia Ride is just launched in 2018. So basically, why they launched this AirAsia Ride is because in pandemic situation COVID-19, all the aircraft were grounded, right? So they still have things to pay because for the parking fees and so on. So they still have to cover the high maintenance. So they come up with a new plan, which is AirAsia Ride. It's the e-hailing, exactly like Grab, so anyone can go and become the driver. So for now, according to the data, it's 1,500 people already registered in the AirAsia right to become drivers. So how the gaining ancillary here is basically 85% of the fare, excluding the toll, will be given to the drivers. Balance 15% will be taken up by the AirAsia. So that's how they're gaining revenue from AirAsia, right? But however, AirAsia Ride is now very small. It only can be found in Klang Valley, but they are trying to increase the service in all over Indonesia. So that is all for AirAsia and their ancillary revenue. Welcome.
Hello. Okay, so for my side, for my part is the question is analysis the importance of these ancillaries to the respective airlines in relation to the airline's business model, commercial, and operation issue. So first of all, as you all know, ancillary income is defined as revenue generated that's not from company products and services. So here I will explain about the importance of ancillary revenue towards Malaysia Airlines and Asia. So ancillary revenue is important because it can help companies diversity to sources of the total revenue. So first is the business model. So ancillary revenue is the main income of low cost carrier business model. So LCC sell a bundle package which is only for flight ticket. For example, if passengers want to add meals or extra luggage, baggage sorry, they have to pay extra. there is the ancillary revenue for LCC, which is Asia. Same goes to same goes to the Asia target for the leisure traveler. But for the Malaysia Airlines, business model for Malaysia Airlines is for full service, full service services, full service FSC, full service carrier, which is they target for business class people, which is sell bundle package, such as flight tickets including meals and other entertainment. So the next is commercial. Commercial, which is advise other company or brand into airlines company. So AirAsia and Malaysia Airlines would go to the same concept, which is they open to advertise other company for other company to advertise their brand on website, magazine, entertainment screen, and body spray on aircraft. The airline will get the commission based on the product on once the passengers purchase any item on that brand through the airline website and QR code at the magazine. Magazine. So the last one is operational, which is the airlines, the Asia can attract more passengers. So my point here is the airlines will attract more passengers by selling unbundled price ticket and giving a promotion of flight ticket to cover up their operational issue. So leisure traveller will grab the cheapest price ticket, which they only book a ticket for travel purpose, and didn't they didn't mind for services and comfortable of the airline. So last one is save more money in terms of operational issue. Malaysia Airlines will sell bundle ticket, which is package ticket for and flights and model for flight. Sorry. So but the airlines will change for chosen seat and extra baggage if there is overweight. There is the ancillary revenues for Malaysia Airlines to survive or make more profit in terms of operational issues, so that the Malaysia Airlines can cover up their operational issue towards this save more money and in terms of operational issue. So that's all for me.
All right, thank you, Shami, and thank you guys for your presentation just now. Okay, so we're gonna proceed with Q&A session. So I'm gonna start off with Hari first. All right, so Hari, just now you highlighted in your slides that by having ancillary, it is a chance to attract shareholders and investors. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yes, ma'am. So when we talk about ancillary service, it is the other than ticket product that we sell in airlines. So this is where the third parties comes in. It's chance them to promote their products and make their product famous by selling to the passengers who travels on the flight. So when, for example, any huge brand, they're trying to get more profit, they will use the aviation industry to invest and share with the airlines to promote their products and sell to their passengers. So when the passenger buy their products, it will be more helpful for the company to gain profit, and also it will be easier and less time to reach to the millions of people, because aviation is the millions of people are flying every day and using the airlines, especially in low cost carrier. There are a lot of people are flying. So by having the a la carte products and also the bundle products, which is including the ticket prices, so it is a chance and best opportunity to promote their products. So this is where the airlines might impress the many shareholders and investors to make them invest in their airlines. So it is also a chance to gain opportunity for airlines, and also a great chance to gain profit for the shareholders and stakeholders. So yeah, that's
All
it.
right, thank you, Hari. Next, we proceed with Dinesh. Dinesh, just now you were mentioning that by having ancillary, you can gain more profit. So can you elaborate more on that?
Okay, madam. By having ancillary, right, we will, as we are airliner, okay, if you are airliner, we will provide them like a la carte services, like a la carte or additional services other than our ticket pricing, okay, which is our main source. We will provide extra sources as well. For example, like baggage, seat selection, like brand fare, like on board sale, like food, drinks, and then like seat selection, as I mentioned, like some of them wants like what they call, like they want like specific seat. So like sometimes airline will charge them extra for that, and then like type of classes, and yeah, so that kind of additional price or additional services that the airline provide, it's make their ancillary revenue higher.
All right, thank you, Dinesh. Next, we proceed to Kawe.
Yes, madam.
Kawe, so you were presenting on Malaysia Airlines just now,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So since the existence of AirAsia in Malaysia specifically, how do you think it will become a threat to Malaysia Airlines?
So the main threat of Malaysia Airlines towards Asia is the ticket price. So before Asia is formed, so Malaysia Airlines ticket price is expensive, is bloody expensive. So currently Malaysia Airlines come out with different things, different measures in order to offering cheaper price towards Asia. So as you guys know, the targeting group of Malaysia Airlines is business traveler. That's right. But some of the passengers are leisure passengers. So they are looking into the ticket price. So if Malaysia Airlines can offer cheaper price, so they can attract more passengers to Malaysia Airlines. So other than that, the services of Malaysia Airlines and Asia is different. So if Malaysia Airlines can offer cheaper price with the same services or even quality, so some of the passenger might be taking Malaysia Airlines. So that's all from me. Thank you for your question, madam.
Okay, thank you, Kawe. Okay, next we proceed to Tashini. Tashini, just now you were mentioning on e-hailing by AirAsia, okay, during these
Yes.
pandemic situations. So can you explain more on that?
Okay. So we all know that e-hailing is basically that's what we usually use that. So now when launching in 2018, so AirAsia actually the partnership with Thailand business which is called as Gojek. So it's a how to say, the digital business which is very popular in Thailand. So when they partnership with digital Gojek Thailand with AirAsia, right? So that's how they put their AirAsia Ride e-hailing program, the data inside AirAsia Super App. So from so before that, 2 years before, Gojek Thailand was 2 months before, Gojek Thailand was investing on Vietnam and they focusing on Singapore. But now, right after the launching of AirAsia Ride in 2018, so they stopped their business. Now they focus on the AirAsia Ride now. So very less people, only 1,500 people have already registered in AirAsia Ride at the moment because it's a very new e-hailing, only been found in Klang Valley right now. So they are trying. It's a very new business, so they're trying their level best to increase their services throughout Malaysia by. That's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tashini. Next, the last question to the last presenter, which is Shami. Shami, are you there?
Yes, madam.
All right. Okay, Shami, my question to you is that how do you think, just now you mentioning about the operational issues, okay? So you also stated in your point that you are gonna save money or time for the operational issues by having ancillary revenue. So can you explain more on that?
Save money, for my point that save money and time, which is for LCC, which is the Asia. Mostly people will if they have the long journey or a long trip, they want to add on meals and drinks. So because of they can carry from the outside food, so they can purchase the food, the meals and drinks inside the cabin. So that is why I say that um, sorry, other than that, Asia also have a package ticket, which is the flights and the meals. So this is why the passengers can save time to go outside to buy food and eat, and so they can buy or purchase in the cabin.
All right. Thank you, Shami, for your answer just now. Okay, I think, guys, that will conclude the presentation for second group. Okay, thank you everyone for contributing.